What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. College football is back. It is affecting the numbers on the YouTube channel, but it is what it is. We still got some money to win. So I'll do a quick breakdown of these two games real quick, run through it, and then we'll answer some questions and get out of here for tonight. Let's see here. Got news popping in, I bet. So Sun starters are the same as last night with Mabry coming off the bench. So we've got that. Let's see here. All right, let's run through these teams real quick. On the Connecticut side, this game is just really gross. Like high 150s total. I think the last time I looked, it was 157.5. Liberty are 7.5 point favorites. My worry is Connecticut playing a back-to-back, having to go from Connecticut to New York today. Rough back-to-back. And like AT's price is solid. Like the pricing on some of these girls looks really good. The matchup just isn't great. I think this is just going to be a super slow defensive-driven game. Both teams play good defense, and they both play pretty slow. I know Connecticut does for sure. But AT at the top, 10.2K, looks fine. Like at that price point, she's barely over 10K. Obviously, on a normal slate, we're going to have a lot of interest in her. Wnba Bonner, 8,400. Obviously, the ceiling is really massive on a player like her. She should play big minutes. Coming off of an awful shooting game, 3 of 16. So, still put up 32 fantasy points. So, there is big upside in a player like Wnba Bonner. Mabry coming off the bench, I'm pretty much out on her coming off the bench. Only saw 25 minutes, shot 9 of 13. Like, if you think she's going to put those numbers up again, you can go there. I'm personally not. She's probably going to get a lot of Kayla Thornton off the bench. And Thornton, while she's not a great DFS player, she's a good defender. Bree Jones at 8K, I think she makes for a solid tournament play at that price point. Dejanay and Ty Harris both are fine. At their prices, I'm not crazy about either. They're all robbing minutes from each other, so would expect mid to high 20s minutes for both of them. And then everyone else I'm pretty much just out on. You can play Olivia Nelson-Adota if you're looking for a cheap value play. She's going to see the floor probably like 4 to 8 minutes, so somewhere right around there. Then on the New York side, Sabrina's back. We are still waiting on Benaj Elaney news. She is looking like she's warming up and looks to be moving pretty well. I think she's probably going to sit one more game. The whole plan was for her to return on Monday, so we need to see if she's active, if she's starting, and go from there. But Stewie at 11.3K, I think you can get away from her with everyone pretty much back. You can go there. Obviously, the ceiling is going to be there with a player like her. Sabrina Ionescu, sub 10K. It's really appealing. These prices, they price these girls very low to make people want to play them because this game's just not very appealing in general. Jonquel Jones, 9,400, probably my favorite point per dollar play on this team with Sabrina pretty close right behind her. Febich, 7,400 is fine. Sloot, my only worry is with Sabrina back, they may push Sloot back down to like 20 minutes a game. If she's going to play 25 minutes, I think the price is fine. Not playing Thornton at 6,500 coming off the bench. And then like Baby Sabali is really the only other play down here that I would consider coming off the bench. Then this late game it's going to have almost all the ownership, in my opinion, because like the other game, the Minnesota players are super underpriced. And like Indiana plays zero defense. Obviously, Caitlin Clark at the top, most expensive play on the slate. Her ceiling is enormous. Like what she can do, it's crazy. She's going to stuff the stat sheet. If the scoring's there, she's going to blow the top off the slate. I think Boston makes for a contrarian spend up in tournaments. Mitchell's a great tournament play. She's really boom or bust, though. I'm out on Melissa Smith. I just don't see her having a good game here, especially with Fagbinley back. I'm just staying away. I don't think the minutes are going to be there. She got run off the floor last time they played Minnesota, and Fee wasn't even playing. So I can't imagine what Nafisa Collier is going to do to her. Katie Lou's fine, 5,700, probably a stay away. She's conceding some minutes to Lexi Hull. I think she makes for a fine contrarian tournament play value-wise. I think Fag Benley is probably my favorite of their value plays, expecting her to play 12 to 15 minutes off the bench. Pretty much kills Dantas. I think she DNPs unless Aaliyah Boston gets in foul trouble. And then everyone else down here, like Wheeler's going to get a couple rotations, maybe just one. Not really much interest there. On the Minnesota side, I have a lot of interest. Obviously, Courtney Williams isn't on the injury report, so fully expect her to see, I would say, pretty much her normal run. I still like Natisha Heidemann. It is a back-to-back. I think there's a chance she may get extended a little bit and see a little bit of extra run. So don't mind her as a value play. Nafisa Collier at 11K, the best play on the slate, in my opinion. I can't believe she's only 11K. Then, like, Alana Smith looks great at sub 9K. Kayla McBride in a fantastic matchup at 7,600. Sign me up. Bridget Carrollton, 7,100 in a fantastic matchup. They're going to get a lot of open threes. If the threes are falling, Minnesota, you'll want to have at least a few players from that team. So let's see here. Yep, let's take something down. Let's get it tonight. I used one $5 line and turn that into 40. Awesome. That's the way. You got to snowball it. Let's keep rolling. She's warming up, but she is not starting. I just saw starting lineup. It is the you've got Sloot, Sabrina, Febich, Stewie, and JJ. So she's not starting. I would not recommend playing her. I feel confident if you want to play Febich, you can. I don't think Benaja Laney plays today. I think their whole goal was to get Sabrina back today and Laney back on Monday. So I think that's the plan going forward. Let's see. Mabry in play, not for me. I just don't like her coming off the bench. I just don't think she's going to get – like if she's going to play 25 minutes, I'm just going to stay away at that price point. I would rather play Kayla McBride for $500 less, who's going to play like low to mid-30s minutes and put up the same amount of shots. Like I'm not expecting her to shoot 9 of 13 again. Like she's had some real stinkers since joining this Connecticut team, and it's a tough matchup. So I'm out on Mabry today. I would much rather just pay the couple extra $100 and play Bonner. I like Fag Benley as a value play for sure. Sherrod will not play. Burt, Fag Benley, or Sabali, Fag Benley. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get this money. I saw that win last night. I was hoping you were going to hold first, but that's still a good win in a showdown for sure. Let's get this money. Yeah, there's so much going on today, and it's like a small college football slate, like just the 3-gamer. Had UFC, had WNBA. Like next week, like luckily next Thursday night, we just have college football because there's no WNBA. Then Friday, we have WNBA college football. And then Saturday, we have college football main slate, afternoon, night slate, late night slate, WNBA. Luckily, there's no UFC, so I won't go crazy. But I've just been I've been making way too many lineups. But college football is looking pretty good. I cashed the showdown earlier. I had the nuts and pivoted off of it. Would have finished second had I left it alone and split I think I would have made like $1,250. But I'm winning money right now, and I have a ton of SMU players for the late game. So I'm excited that college football is back. It's Christmas for me. I got this game on in the background, and Montana State looks like they finally scored another touchdown. I appreciate that. I really do. We're closing in on 500 subs right there. I think we're like 5 away. Best cheap play today, 4K and below. Anything? Man, there's really not. Like Sherrod's not going to play. She's going to DNP. I guess you could play Wheeler because she's going to see the floor. It'd be Wheeler or Olivia Nelson-Adota. Both of them are going to play. Like I don't have any confidence in anyone else. Like Saxon's DNPing. Davis DNP, Berger DNP, Nadir Fall DNP, Wallace DNP, Taylor plays for the Sun, so don't play her. Peely DNP, Mitchell's not playing. She's not with the team. And then Sherrod's DNP. So it's Olivia Nelson-Nadota or Erica Wheeler. So it's rough down there if you're trying to dip that low. Mitchell or Williams, man. Let's see. I need to edit. Like if I'm gonna lower, I think I'll go Kelsey Mitchell just because I think they're gonna keep a little bit of an eye on Courtney Williams. I don't think she's gonna play like 30 minutes. I think they're gonna keep her down in like that 25, 26 range. Let's see here. I need to put that, fix this. And because I was thinking maybe we might get lucky and get late news that that Courtney Williams was going to be out, and that would have just been slate breaking. But sadly, she is. Well, it's good that she's fine, but I'm not expecting her to get full run. Yep, I'm gonna watch UFC. Then we got the terrible college football game tonight, but I'm gonna watch it and WNBA. I'll have my phone on something, my iPad on something, and then the TV on whichever one that I want to watch the most. Yep, I mein she's gonna play. Like she is absolutely 100% going to play. I have the most confidence that she's at least gonna get one, maybe two rotations. And while she's not the best fantasy point per minute player, she can put up, like, if she scores, she's going to put up a decent game because she's going to grab some boards. She has some stock upside. So I think of all the players down, I would rather play her over Erica Wheeler. Like I have zero faith in Erica Wheeler, even if she gets like 6 to 10 minutes that she does anything. I think Fagbinley is a great play at her price point. I think she's going to come right back in. And she's going to get, like, I have her projected for 14 minutes. Like, this was the only game that she played. Like, she missed a while, and then she come back for one game, and then she hasn't played since. And she played 16 minutes. Like, she's a high motor player, put up a fantasy point per minute in that time frame, and shot 1 of 7. Like, she's a good fantasy point per minute player. And when she gets extended, she can really pop. And for me personally, I'm not very high on Alyssa Smith to begin with today. She got run off the floor the last time they played Minnesota. They did not have Fagbinley available for that game. And Minnesota didn't even have Fee for that game. Imagine what Nafisa Collier, arguably the best player in the WNBA right now. Some people are saying, I still think it's Asia, but imagine what Nafisa Collier is going to do to her. Oh, I don't even want to talk about Dearica Hamby. I cashed with Dearica Hamby in a line. I don't know what's up with her. I don't know what is going on. She's battling demons, though, and we're suffering. I'm hoping that we don't see, like, hopefully it's somebody that other people are playing, and we don't have to suffer through that again, because I don't know if there's enough great plays to survive a second version of Dearica Hamby. Miller or Ono, I think you just play Ono. Like my worry with Diamond Miller is like at 4,400, like you're saving $700 on Olivia Nelson-Nadota, they're about the same fantasy point per minute wise. I think Olivia Nelson-Nadota is a little bit better. Long term, like Miller's the better fantasy producer, but she just does not look right. And I'm more confident that Olivia Nelson-Nadota is going to play a couple extra more minutes. So I would go Ono. Thoughts on Phoebich? I think she's a solid tournament play. Her price is the only thing that makes me hesitate a little bit. She's going to play right around 30 minutes. It's going to be a slow, plodding, defensive-driven game. I don't think we're going to see 13 shot attempts again. With Sabrina Ionescu back, we all know what Sabrina does when she's on the floor. She's going to shoot it. So I'm I think she makes for a decent tournament play, but I'm probably going elsewhere. Do not play Celeste Taylor. She plays for the Phoenix Mercury. So do not play her on this slate. Let's look here. We are sure. I need to look because it looked like we were going to have some overlay. Man, I might be on some takedown watch for. Yep, I could be on takedown watch for college football. Already in the profit with a ton of SMU. I know I'm going to be at least double the field on Peyton Stone, so that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of overlay in the main contest on DraftKings. If you guys want to throw another lineup in, ask me some lineup questions about that. But I am probably going to make another lineup. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I did too. I bubbled with Asia captain. I played. I don't want to lie to nobody. I bubbled the showdown. I literally missed the cash by like 0.25 points, and I got negative 0.5 from Sydney Colson. That's why I lost. That's why I didn't cash. But I played Asia captain. I played Fee, Jackie Young, Kayla McBride, and Alicia Clark, and then Sydney Colson. The 0.5 points that Sydney Colson ended in the negative is what cost me from cashing. That was so weird. So weird. Yeah. I mean, and then Asia, like if she puts up 55, like I'm pushing at the top of the big tournament last night, and I get the basement game from her. Oh, I'm still tilted about that. But she's the best player in the world, so I'm not too upset about her. Carrollton in play, I think she's a solid play. Just because they're all underpriced over here, and it's like a fantastic matchup. They're going to get open shots. I think Indiana's going to try and do their best to throw some doubles and some traps at Fee, but I don't know how well it's going to work. But they give up a ton of open looks for threes. Indiana's defense is terrible. It's so bad. Good luck. I think she's the best play on the slate. The way she's playing right now, she's so locked in. But I get it. Like if you're not wanting to play, like dip down into the lower tier of value, I completely understand. Like if you're only picking one of these higher up spend ups like Clark or Fee, and you want to go Clark, I completely get it. I can't fade Fee the way she's playing right now. Don't tip me with a good time. I mean, it's always a good time around here. Yes, she is not on the injury report, so she will be out there. I do think this. I don't know this. I haven't read anything or anything. I do think there is a possibility that they could keep a little bit closer of an eye on her minutes on the back-to-back. So I do have a slight buff to Heidemann for tournaments. Like she's not insane or anything, but I think she's a little bit sneaky. Samuelson or Hull, I lean Lexi Hull. I can't play Katie Lou right now. She's just been so bad. Both of them it's really just hit your threes or they're both going to just crash and burn. But I think Lexi Hull's playing well, so she may get a little bit extended. I'm not crazy about either of them, but I would lean Hull. Williams not on the injury report. FanDuel overlay. Thanks for reminding me. I guess I can go over here and make a lineup on FanDuel because I haven't even made one. 8K left each for two guards. Guards are like I like McBride in that range. Like I would probably go McBride and Bonner. There you go. I love Bonner's upside. Like she shot 3 of 16 last night and still put up over 30 fantasy points. And then, I mean, we know the upside that she has. Let's see. New York, 35.5. Obviously, completely different team. They got Mabry on the team now, but here against New York, she played all 40 minutes, put up just shy of 40 fantasy points. So I think she makes for a solid tournament play for sure. Yep. Fee is locked for me as well. I'm all in on Fee. I love Alana Smith. I'm in. I think she's a great play as well. I think you can in pretty much any of the starting five for Minnesota. I have a lot of interest in. I think Courtney Williams is a little bit underpriced. But my worry is like she only saw 22 minutes. If she's only going to play like mid 20s minutes, like 8,800, she's not underpriced. Now, if she touches 30 minutes, she is underpriced. It's just tough. You never know what Reeves going to do with the guard rotation. That's the worst thing about that team. I mean, if my deal is if you're playing Katie Lou, like all you need is like for her to hit 2 or 3 threes and grab a couple boards. You're not like she's not going to break the slate. Like that's just not the kind of player that she is. If she scores you 15 fantasy points, like you are giddy. She is not going to play, so don't play Christy Wallace. She will DNP. I don't think she's played in a while. This game here was the blowout. She come in and she has not seen the floor since the well before the Olympic break. So she's been a constant DNP. So I would stay away from her. All right, let's see how fast I can make a FanDuel lineup. I don't even know if I want to play on FanDuel though. I am going to make another Draftkings lineup for sure. Burn all my college football profit. This is definitely a tournament lineup. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right. I've been thinking about that lineup for like the last hour anyway. So, Bree or Jay Jones, John Quill. I think she's just criminally underpriced. She should be like 1,000 more. I do like Bree though, but if John Quill stays out of foul trouble, I think even a poor game from her, she's gonna at least 3x that salary. Yeah. Last night, let's not. I didn't even mention that my FanDuel lineup that I didn't update. That I played Shatori Walker Kimbrough in. I missed the cash by like 4 points, and would have absolutely pivoted off of her. She scored like 2 fantasy points. So anyone I pivot off of, I cash. So I did it to myself. I think Burke plays like 10 minutes. Her minutes are really going to tick back down with Sabrina back. So let me see. I have her projected for 10 minutes. So somewhere right around there. I personally would rather go Heidemann and just hope that she gets a little bit of extra run. I'm never crazy about like Lexi Hull or Katie Lou, like any of them. I would just rather play Heidemann and cross your fingers that maybe they do like 24 minutes to Courtney Williams and 16 to Heidemann. And I think she can get there. Boston or AT? I think it's AT. Yeah. I think I would go AT for the discount. I do. She's just been doing a little bit of everything. I don't love the game that she's in and the environment, but I do lean AT over Boston. I do not think it's overkill. I think that that game is going to be pretty popular. The Minnesota Indy game. I think that's where you can get different is overload on the Minnesota side or overload on the Indiana side. But I think that's the way you can get a little different in tournaments. But I have no issues playing all 3 of them. Yeah, FanDuel's tough. I need to And there's a ton of overlay, so yeah, I have to play. All right, let's see what I can find out. Let's see. Now, I do not have Olivia Nelson to Dota. I'm probably going to play her on FanDuel. I'm looking at it right now, but I will probably play her over there just because there's never any good value. It's never good when you just, like on FanDuel, you instantly just swipe and scroll all the way to the bottom to look at the shitters that you don't want to play, but you have to. That's my issue with FanDuel is everyone that ships. Like if you look at the lineup that wins, you're like, I was never playing them. And it's like one or two just terrible plays, like super cheap plays that get there. And that's what you got to do on FanDuel. And that's why I don't like it. But if you're playing on FanDuel and you think Caitlin Clark goes crazy, at 8,800, she's going to be very low owned. So I don't hate it. Let's see here. Because I'm trying to get to Clark on FanDuel. Oh, this is tough. There's like no one that I want to play. I gotta hurry though. I got like 3 minutes. Hole or Fagbinley? I would rather play Fagbinley personally. She's just the much better fantasy point per minute player. Man, this is tough. I don't think I'm gonna play her. 1,400. I better get on this. Got 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, I'm trying, but I can't find anything that I like, so I'm abandoning ship. Just so if I'd have actually looked at this, I probably could have found something that worked, but I'm probably just going to. Let's see. I have. Oh my God, this team is terrible. This team is bad. If this team cashes, like props. All right, 1, 2, 3. And of course, it's got more players in the early game than the late one. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I like JJ for the discount. I mean, it's almost 2K of a discount. I'm on JJ's side there. Got 45 seconds. All right, we're still deciding. This is tough. I don't like it. Oh, I think I'm just going to go with it. Yep. All right, we entered one. Once we get to lock, I'll tell you guys how crappy this lineup is. I hope you do take it down. We've been the Discord every night. Screenshots have been crazy. It's been we've had a good week. This past week has been really solid. I should be good there. All right. We have made it to lock. So let's go over some lineups here. Well, may not have got my FanDuel lineup in. May not have saved it. Oh, and MMA lock. So it was just waiting on that. All right. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Good luck. Let's see here on my FanDuel lineup. This is what I went with. I went with Natisha Heidemann, Kayla McBride, Sabrina Ionescu, Olivia Nelson-Ododa, Carrollton Smith, and Fagbenley. Sabrina's 40% and Olivia Nelson-Ododa is 25%. So then on DraftKings, I did throw a second lineup in. Let's look at some ownership over there. I'm not a fan of this $20 flagship contest. I don't like it. Jonquel Jones is the only player I have in my main lineup my original lineup. She is 43% owned. Then the secondary lineup that I made, I did play Dewana Bonner. She's 28%. And then I played Jonquel Jones. So once again, she's 43. Let's look at some ownership for some other players. Let's see here. Sloot is 7%. AT is 26%. I'm not seeing a lot. Dejanay 7%. Sabrina 25%. That's good ownership on Sabrina at sub 10K. I like that. I thought about playing her. Then we got Stewie at 20%. So this first game is there's not a lot of ownership. So this game that tips in about an hour is gonna be very chalky. Enjoy it. I'm about to get off here and do the same myself. YouTube video out. I'm gonna try and get it out here in the next couple hours, just because it's an early tip time in the morning. I think the first game's like at 11 a.m. Central. So, gentlemen who won 2K last night, Discord. Yeah, I don't know. Like Nas, that was my worry with her the whole time. Like she's not that great of a fantasy point per minute player. She needs to grab boards, and if she scores, that's where she's really going to pop. But the minutes, it was so hard to get away from her, just with the minutes she was playing. Yeah, there was some crazy screenshots last night for sure. Stewie, 20%. That's the best ownership you're going to get on Breanna Stewart all season. So enjoy that for sure. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'll have the YouTube video out for the 2-gamer tomorrow here in just a bit. But good luck to everybody. And we'll be live before first game tomorrow. And keep it rolling. Even though the contests are crap tomorrow, we're still gonna try and win $2,000, $2K to first. So we'll try and win it. But we'll see you guys later.